Hello. Hello, friends. Welcome to my podcast, or welcome back if you haven't listened to me before or you haven't seen me on anything else. I am on YouTube, I'm on Instagram. It is all linked in the show notes. So go check that out if you're interested in, you know, seeing me more. Because you can't really see me on this anyway. But I just wanted to say thank you so much for supporting me, leaving me reviews. I appreciate all the support that I'm getting, and this podcast makes me so happy, and doing social media stuff makes me so happy, and I love connecting with people. So I just wanted to say thank you. But without further ado, let's get into this episode. I have okay. This topic is called evaluating brains. If you can't tell by the title, we are talking about college or school. Okay? I just want to preface this right here. I have no advice for, you know what? Right now, I can say I have no advice. Maybe I'll add something in later, but right now, I have no advice at all for college students. So, if you're looking, if you're listening to this podcast for advice on what to do for finals, I'm the wrong girl, okay? I'm seriously the wrong girl. Okay, so let me give you my little background story on my college school experience. So, growing up, I obviously went to school, graduated high school, whatever. I was never really into the school thing. I was very, um, like, I liked, hmm. I was gonna say I liked school, but I really didn't. I liked certain subjects, but I didn't like all, as one would. Absolutely hated science. Well, I don't hate math, but I hate some math. But science and I do not get along. Physics, I slept through that my whole junior year of high school, okay? Like, I still got good grades, okay? I got good grades, guys. But did I apply myself as well as I should have? Probably not. Um, I just wasn't into the whole school thing. And, when you're in high school and it's your junior year and you're taking those SATs, people are pressuring you to apply to colleges and, what are you going to do next year at school? Like, they're always talking about school. And I'm like, that's kind of what felt like it was the next step because everyone is doing that in life. And so I just kind of went along and was like, I'm going to go to college. It's fine. It's whatever. And so I did go to college. I went to college for a year and a half, and I met one of my best friends now. She's amazing. She was my college roommate. She ended up leaving the semester after I left because it was just not for her anymore either. I think that we picked the wrong college, both of us, but it brought us together, so I'm not even mad about it. I love her. Lydia, if you're watching or if you're listening to this, hello, text me, okay? If I haven't texted you already. um, but anyway, so um we both went to college for like a year and a half, 2 years. And I didn't like the college. I felt like I was very controlled there, and I feel like in college you should not have to feel controlled because you know what? The college I went to was very small and everyone knew everyone, professors knew everyone, like you couldn't really get away with much. If you were like everyone just knew you and you knew everyone. So it just kind of already felt like it was very confining. So my college experience wasn't very good. So I ended up leaving, one because I didn't like the college, and two because I'm not the best student and I did not want to be at classes. I didn't want to be taking finals. I didn't want to be studying and doing homework, and like that's just not what I wanted to do with my life. I really just wanted to jump into the working world. And unfortunately, most jobs you have to have like a bachelor's or bachelor's degree. Yeah, or a master's, whatever. Like most jobs you have to have a degree for. So it's unfortunate, but that's how life works. Um, but so when I left, I already had a job at the school that I was working at. So I just stayed at that job for a couple, like I think like a year after I left. I worked there for a whole year and then I left again to this current job that I'm working at, and I absolutely love my new job. It's amazing. My coworkers are amazing. My boss is amazing. I get along with everyone. So I'm working as an optometrist tech. So I do all of like testing stuff for eye doctors. I take pictures, scans of people's eyes. I do all that kind of stuff. And I didn't need a degree for that. So I kind of just trained on the job. And some jobs are like that, which I could probably get into something, higher up with this experience without even having a degree, which is amazing. And you know what? I love working full time. I work 40 hours a week. I used to work sometimes more because, some people would just be gone, or, I would just not be able to take a lunch that day. So I'm working like a full-time job, guys. And but I love it. So it's it's great. I don't hate going to work. I love seeing all my coworkers' faces. They definitely make it worthwhile coming into work every day, and the people that I meet every day are so kind. I mean, sometimes I have some interesting people who come into my work, but that's okay. It happens. But regardless, I love the idea of just working, coming home. I go to the gym for 2 hours, and then I just go to bed. I don't have to worry about studying or doing homework or worrying about what I got on a test score. Like, I love not having that stress of it. And I kind of picked this topic because it is finals week right now. And I have a couple friends that are graduating. I have a couple friends that are finishing up their junior or sophomore year of college, and they're stressed out. And I feel so bad for them. They they know what they want to do. They love what they want to do. So they're excited, but they are absolutely like killing themselves just to do good on a test. And they get so sad when they don't get the right score that they wanted, or like they don't get the right thing that they wanted, and it makes me so sad because it's so hard for me to help them because I want them to know, like, grades do not define you. They don't define who you are as a person, your work ethic. Like, grades are just there. And it's unfortunate that there is a stigma around grades. Like, going from being in college to like the working to just being a full-time worker, you learn a lot of things that like you wouldn't have learned in college. Like a lot of social skills, you don't really learn that in college. All you do is sit there, take notes, do tests, do homework. Like, you don't learn most of the everyday normal things, and most of the time you don't even learn half the stuff unless you're learning on the job. And it's so, like, I know some professions are, you have to know certain things in order to go into that, and you need to be like whatever, but for some jobs, like, you definitely don't need a whole 4 years master's degree, bachelor's degree just to work there, because you learn so many things on the job. Like, I know so much about people's eyes. I wouldn't say I'm not an expert. I'm not a doctor by any means, but like I know what to look for when I do certain scans. I know what numbers are when pressures are too high. Like, I know so many things that I did not even know at all. Like, when I hired in, I told them I have no medical background at all, and they're like, that's totally fine. And I know so many things about people's eyes, and it's so cool. But I learned that on the job. I didn't have to bend over backwards for a test grade just to learn all that stuff. And again, most of my friends are going into something with the medical field. They want to be doctors, so they need to know that kind of stuff. I get it. But some people who are going into different degrees do not need to know certain things. And so it just makes me feel so sad when they like think that a grade defines them. And I know that you have to get certain things in order to get into grad school or like any other certain situations, but it just makes me really sad because I'm like, your grades, like if you get a D, that doesn't mean you're a bad person or like you have bad social skills or you can't do anything. It's just like some people are really bad test takers, and it's so hard for me to like give them advice because I'm like, I don't know. I don't remember what it's like to be in college. I don't. Like, I love just living life, making money, and not having any of that stress. So I don't know what it's like at all. I think that my roommate, who is also one of my really good friends, she just finished her third exam yesterday, and she studied for 20 hours prior. Like just like the past 2 days before, she was studying for 20 hours. And that doesn't even count for like any of the other times that she studied for that class. Like out of the 48 hours, she was studying for 20 of those hours. And she texted me. I texted her, because I thought she was done with her exam. I was like, "Are you done?" She's like, "I just finished." And I was like, "So, like, how did it go? What up? Like, what's up?" She's like, "I don't think I did good. I didn't finish two of my questions because I ran out of time." And she just was really upset last night, and I felt horrible. I was like, "Oh my gosh, I don't even know what to tell her because she worked so hard. I was there. I witnessed almost all of her study sessions. She was in her room for so many hours, like doing so much work, writing things down, reviewing things, and listening to lectures online. Like, I know that she worked so hard, and it just makes me so sad that because she's always told me she's not a good test taker as well, so that could also have a factor. Because I mean, if you don't have test anxiety, that's amazing for you. I applaud you. But like, because when you're looking at certain like problems and you're like, oh my gosh, it could be this, but it also could be that. Like, it's hard to pick the right answer, especially if you've studied so much and you know so much content that you're like, I'm just gonna second guess myself, and then you do, and it's like, oh fuck, like I don't know what I just did, you know? So I felt horrible last night, and I talked to her this morning, and she was like, I kind of am just over it right now because she has to focus on two other exams that she has to take. She's like, I don't even really know. I can't do anything about it anymore, and I gotta move on. And I was like, yep, that is the best mindset that you can have. Like, you can't do anything about it now. You just have to move forward. I guess, you know what? I guess this is a little bit of advice because after all the studying that you do or after all the stuff that you do, like, if you just have the mindset of, I can't do anything about it anymore, I just need to like finish the other stuff. That's the best mindset because you're like, I know I worked so hard, and if I didn't get a good score, it happens because you know that you worked incredibly hard. You studied, you did the homework, you did all the quizzes, the practice quizzes, the tests, the practice tests, like you did all of that stuff. So I just it's just really it's a weird thing to talk about, especially because I'm not even in college. But like, if you're anything like me, like you went to college or you didn't go to college and you have friends around you that are doing that stuff and you don't know like what to do in that situation, honestly, I guess my best advice would just ask them. Like, ask them, what can you do to help? I or just like do little things for them that they normally have to do that you wouldn't, that like they can't do because they're studying, if that makes sense. I guess I didn't really word that correctly. An example would be, or my friend, she has a dog. So I'll take her dog out because we live together. I'll take her dog out, when I know that she's studying or she has to do something for school. Like, I'll take her out, I'll feed her, I'll take her for a walk. The other day, our washer broke and her stuff was like in the washer soaked because the water was still in there. She was like, "Oh my gosh, I don't have time to go home and wash my stuff and wring this out." And I was like, go take a shower, go pack up your stuff, I will wring it out for you. Her boyfriend ended up coming to get the stuff, so it worked out completely fine. But I was like, you do your stuff, I'm not doing anything, so let me just wring out your sheets. It's fine, it's gonna take me 10 minutes max. Like, it's okay, go do your stuff. And she was like, "I'm not in like a bad mood." And I was like, "I know you're not in a bad mood, but I know you have things to do." And she's like, "Yeah, I do." And I'm like, anything that I can do to help, like, I'll do it. It's fine, because I know that I don't have plans right now. If I had plans, then I actually probably would have still done it just because it helps her. Because my plans are like, if I have plans, it's really just to hang out with family or friends, and they can wait an extra 10 minutes. Because if she doesn't have 10 minutes of her life to do that stuff because she's working on her career or grades, like, I would totally take that under my belt and I'll be like, "It's fine, I'll do it." So I guess the best advice is just ask them what they need, and ask them, like, do you want to go on a walk? Do you want to go work out? Do you want to read a book for a second? And sometimes they're like, "No, I don't have time for that." But you just have to remind them that sometimes they need a break. Their brain literally needs a break. It is not healthy to study for 20 hours straight or even 8 hours straight. Like, that's brain overload. You need little breaks here and there. So sometimes you can just force your friend, boyfriend, girlfriend, roommate, whatever, to just be like, "Hey, go outside, take a walk for 5 minutes, 5 minutes of your life. Come back inside, see how refreshed you feel." Or, "Hey, do you want to go get food and come back and then you can study while you eat?" That's, again, a little break. So it's just kind of helping them, telling them that it's okay to take a break, even if they don't want to take a break, but it's necessary for life and for mental health and just like the studying aspect. I don't miss college at all. I do not miss it. It's lovely being out of it. Let's see, I'm going to talk about what my friends are going to be, okay? I have one friend who is in law school right now. He is just finishing up his first year of law school. My sister and her husband are out of college, but Hope is a therapist and Chase is a pastor. So that was still a decent amount of college for both of them. Danielle wants to be a pharmacist, so she's going to finish her fourth year next year, and then she's going to pharmacy school in Tennessee. So that's another, I think, 2 years, if not 4. Emily, my friend, also roommate, is going to be a pediatrician. So right now she's finishing her fourth year of college. Then she has to take a year gap because you have to apply for grad schools and then you can't go into it for like a year or something like that. So she has 4 more years of grad school. And then I have Grace, who is going to either be a pediatrician or orthopedic surgeon. My goodness, I can't believe it. But she is finishing her 3rd year. She already took her MCAT, so she can apply to grad schools now because she got a pretty amazing score. If you didn't see that on my Instagram, she did so good. But then she has 4 more years, I think, if not a little bit more. I'm not sure how that works. And then Bailey, she is in accounting right now, but she's also going to be doing real estate, so she has to get her real estate license. So she's finishing her third year right now. She's got one more year to go, and then she's got I don't know if you have to take any college or like I know you have to take courses to be into real estate, but I'm not sure how that works. So she's got a lot of stuff to do also. Am I leaving anyone out? Lydia. Lydia did a year and a half of college. Right now she's in community college. She kind of played with the idea of doing different things. She wanted to go into ministry, but then she wasn't sure. I haven't really like talked to her much about the whole college situation recently, which I will ask her after this episode. But she is finishing a year of community college right now to get her associates. I know that that's what she wanted to do. So that's associates is only 2 years. Um, but yeah, so all my friends are very busy. And I also have another friend who he's not even in college. And he absolutely loves not being in college. So we kind of share that interest. But Emily's boyfriend, he just finished his 4th year of college and he is going to Minnesota, we're pretty sure, and he's going to work over there. So that's really exciting for him. And then I had another friend. His name is Josh, by the way. He just graduated. I didn't even know he graduated, but he graduated yesterday. And I'm so excited for him cuz he's so happy to be done and he definitely has a plan. I think he's going to work for his dad's company, which is super exciting for him. So he's doing that. And then, yeah, I have a lot of people that I know that are either graduating or finishing and they have one more year left. So it's really exciting. I love cheering on my friends. However, it is hard to empathize or sympathize with them because I don't remember what it's like because even when I was in college, I didn't even really care. I barely went to classes. I barely like did that stuff. I still got good grades. Like my GPA in college was like a 3.8. I did fine, but I did not apply myself whatsoever. But anyway, so I just wanted to come on here and talk about school because I know people are stressed and it's finals week around me. So all I'm saying, you know what, by the time this episode comes out, like everyone will be done. So if you are any of the people that just finished or maybe they're going into their finals week, good luck or congratulations. You are done for the summer or for life, depending on what year, what major, whatever, Congratulations. Good luck. I am so proud of you. That takes so much determination to be in college. Like, it takes so much brain power. It takes so much of your time. And I applaud you for doing it. I seriously can't. It's not my thing. And it doesn't have to be your thing. And you know what? If you're not in college, hell yeah, that is okay. You do not need to be in college if you don't want to be. If that doesn't work for you, do not waste the money. Okay? I learned that the hard way. But I just want to tell you guys that it's okay. These grades aren't going to define you. You know that you are an amazing person and that you are going to be doing amazing things. And you don't need to worry about that because you are such an amazing person. So please take that and remember that when you're going into these finals or, after these finals are over and maybe you didn't get the best scores that you wanted. But guess what? You can't do anything about it right now. Just enjoy your life. Enjoy the next coming weeks. If you have a couple weeks in between summer classes or, if you have time before your next year, like just enjoy this time. Live your life. You are in the range of like 18 to 25 probably if you're in college, depending on your life path, but regardless, live your life. You are meant to live your life. You shouldn't have to be focused solely on grades and books and all that kind of stuff. So anyway, so proud of you guys. I love you all. Thank you so much for supporting me. And I'm not really sure what the next episode is going to be about either. Like I said in the last episode, so I can't really give you a sneak peek, but I will be posting on Instagram Everything Bagel Podcast. Look that up. Or you can find me, faith.i.hernandez, on Instagram. And this podcast is also linked in my bio, I'm pretty sure. If not, I know that I post about this podcast every day on my story. So I love you all, and I hope that you had or will be having an amazing week. And yeah, have a good day. Bye.